Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas at Centennial Bank Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Falcons will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looking for space. It's Spencer. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's going for it all. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Running inside, it's Davis.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. There's some room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air, it's Owens. With the catch, it's Burris. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Catch in the middle, it's Burris. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
The Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Spencer. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Burris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking for a man, it's Owens. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burris. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put a safety over the top. I got to double cover him. I got to do something, because right now this rhythm and this timing is on another level.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking for his man. Complete to the right. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davis. There's a crease. Past the 10. Touchdown, Air Force. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. To throw, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Cobb. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Makes the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Running through contact. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to Davis. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sticks it in his belly. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Falcons! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Owens. Caught over the middle, it's Little. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the marker.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the first down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. You know, another day at the office.
Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. The give to the fullback. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Davis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking downfield. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll run the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires left. Got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will put him up here in the second half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's Spencer.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The run inside, it's Spencer. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Makes the grab. It's Burris. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's Spencer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Red Wolves in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they used.
Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Trying to move them on the counter. Finding some room.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Allen. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And his throw is incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Burris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Got a man, it's Cobb. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Red Wolves have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Spencer. Maybe a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, and especially when you got cornerbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Owens. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43.
Here we go. Where did he go?
The run inside, it's Davis.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got a little grass. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this scam. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.